Hello there. Thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard. And 2 weeks ago, before this show, Little Willie John was still a teenager. But at this show he had turned 20 and he was headlining his own concert, as you can see, and this was even a tour because this is a tour blank. This one is from the fall of 1957 in Nashville, Tennessee. And sadly, Little Willie John would pass away at the age of 30, but he did end up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And in fact, at the ripe new age of just having turned 20, at the time of this particular show, he already had 5 top 10 rhythm and blues hits, wow, all done as a teenager, including his biggest one ever signature song, you could say, Fever, which was #1 for a month back in 1956. And covered famously by Peggy Lee as well. And nicely, Fever's right here on the poster. I wouldn't have it any other way, although you never can tell. And I'll move in and you can see the Fever song title. There's 3 of them to the left and right of the picture there of Little Willie John. And Fever, also it's a short word, but it's in bigger font because it's the big record. And below Fever you have All Around the World, which was actually his first single for King Records, which is also plugged on there, King Records' famous R&B label. And All Around the World, let's see, that was top 5 R&B hit, his first single at the ripe old age of 17 years old. Wow. And the third song on there, on this poster for Little Willie John, is I've Got to Cry, which was a non-charter. But you know, it's the overall look of this poster that just kills. The graphics, it's just really strong red and black design put together by the Murray Poster Printing Company out of New York City. It just has such creative use of all these fonts, you know, all these different sizes and caps, uppercase, lowercase fonts and everything, including the normally boring venue information up top. Even that has a lot of different sizes and fonts. Look at that. It sort of makes it a pleasure for a change for me to read you real quickly what it does say up there. Club Baron, in huge letters, 2614 Jefferson Street. Now in Nashville in the 40s and 50s, all the nightclubs along Jefferson Street were a real hotbed for rhythm and blues music in Nashville. Then you've got Thursday, November 28th, 1957. I know it's quite unusual for the year to be given on there. You know, for some new collectors, they see the year on a poster and they automatically dismiss it as probably a reprint or a bootleg, but definitely not the case. If I had to pull a statistic out of my hat, I'd take a wild guess that maybe 1 out of every 20 to 25 original vintage concert posters do give the year on there. It was just the preference of either the promoter or whoever was setting the type at the poster printer. So, you know, it's kind of funny too. It sounds like Thanksgiving, doesn't it? The last Thursday in November, but it doesn't say anything about turkey trot or anything. What it does say is 9 till 1, advance $1.50, and at the door at $2. But, you know, there's no dollar signs. And there's no AM, there's no PM. It's just really light on clutter, which just really makes it zoom along and get the word out to patrons. But I'll have to get in close for this one in very small print. Hope you can see that. At the bottom of the venue information it does say advance sale tickets at Brown's Hotel and Brown's Drugstores. Now Brown's Hotel was a very elegant hotel in downtown Nashville at the time, and J.P. Brown's Drugstores were very well known to everybody. Then you've got these just, you know, beautiful Murray trademark flourishes in their poster designs, which help make this whole design sing. On the other side, either side of Little Willie there, you've got, as you can see, a couple of graphics, 3 fabulous stars, and all in person. You know, it just really gives the poster an action feel. And then you've got like, you know, what, 15 or so little stars just sprinkled all throughout the poster for embellishment. And then those other 2 fabulous stars, we should touch on the opening acts real quick. As you can see, there is Linda Hopkins there on Atlantic Records. She was a blues and gospel singer and even an actress, and she didn't chart like any of those 3 singles given on this poster on Atlantic Records, and didn't chart much at all. I think she did a little bit with Jackie Wilson, but she did go on to perform on Broadway and even performed at President Jimmy Carter's inaugural ball in the 70s, and so she had a very nice career. Then it says, for the third person, it says, plus Wild Man of the tenor sax, Arnett Cobb, and his orchestra. I should hold it up high enough so you can see it, featuring Charlie Ross at the organ. And all of that in just wonderfully creative fonts. It just, you know, makes the people feel either important or fun or both. I don't know, there's definitely a technique to this graphic artistry that's found on these old concert posters. And Arnett Cobb was a saxophonist with a crazy stomping sound, quite the entertainer. He had played with Lionel Hampton's band in the 1940s. And by the way, I should make sure you don't miss them. Underneath his black oblong, down there in the black, before the white border, are 4 song titles for Arnett Cobb and Mercury Records. And those were non-charters, but again, when you're a band leader and a tenor saxophonist, you know, the chart action for singles is just not really an important part necessarily. Boy, Little Willie John, I'll tell you, it's a shame we lost him so early at age 30. He got into legal trouble and actually died in prison. But so he had to, you know, with such a short life, age 30, he had to cram a lot in quite early. And starting at 17 with fever, he really got a lot in early. So this is a real gem to find from 1957. An original window card for Little Willie John in concert. I just love this stuff. So hope you do too. Thanks a lot for coming by. And we'll see you next time for something soon. Okay, take care. Until then, all the best. Bye-bye.